big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special.
Well, to no one's surprise, Coach, it is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a peek at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Set 50. Plant. Man left, man left. 4 down.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 5. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. 10-2 stop. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Big grip. Big grip.
On 3rd and 2. Herbert. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Herbert, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Godwin with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd down. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Drake. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Drake. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Love. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Love. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he is all the way up past the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. On first down, Barkley. 34 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Dolphins 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Now!
From the gun, Herbert gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Love. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Brown. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start, because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Get it.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Yep. Hey, high 7. 55 to mine. Be driven.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Herbert. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.